You'd be a possum. If you were an animal in Zootopia, you'd be a possum.
Yeah.
What animal would you be if you were an animal in Zootopia? Jared? Ellen?
I know what he's going to pick.
What are you going to pick, dude?
I feel like just because a possum is one of my favorite animals, I wouldn't be a possum.
You would totally be a possum.
I would?
Yeah.
You know who was a possum? Avril Lavigne.
Oh, Over the Hedge.
Yeah.
Over the Hedge.
That's high
I
praise.
forgot that movie existed.
See Bruce Willis?
Every time I say
Steve
over the garden
Carell.
wall,
Steve
people
Carell.
think I'm talking about over the hedge. Yeah.
It's so good.
On tonight's episode, Superman is breaking streaming records, becoming HBO Max's biggest launch since Barbie. The Simpsons are headed back to theater, and Fortnite pulled Peacemaker's peaceful hips. I think they're peaceful hips, anyways. We have some creators and things that we're going to highlight from LA Comic-Con, as well as talk about our latest VHS pop-up. So stick around because your fandom awaits. Fantasies of God, fantasies. We are starting late. I don't know the quality of our internet tonight. But here we are. Welcome back to the place where we think all the deep thoughts about all the shallow things until we've been put below the ground. This is the Deeper Issues Nerdcast.
Settle down.
Everybody calm down, please. If this is your first time joining us, we take the weekly geeky zeitgeist and make it accessible and digestible. But we'll deep dive into the latest movies, TV, games, or comics, or whatever thing the internet is fighting about now, and nerd-splain it to the best of our abilities, anyways. So no nerdy background necessary to hang out, whether you're a total newbie or a level 99 pop culture wizard. Myself and my panel of nerd-splainers have a PhD in pop culture in order to help you discover what kind of nerd you really are. So welcome to the gateway to all things nerdy. Welcome to the Deeper Issues Nerdcast. Calm down, everybody.
Too much energy.
Too much energy. I'm not sure like I said, I'm not sure what our stream looks like. As long as we're getting the audio down. I mean, there's folks that just listen to our voices. I'm assuming maybe they have to know what we look like because our picture is on the podcast synopsis. My panel of nerd-splainers, my geeky aficionados, my continuity crusaders, my grandmasters of geekery, my pop culture senseis, and lore lords. To my left, fresh back from Comic-Con.
Yeah, careful.
Freshly in, he is a don't-he, but she is a diddy. Not that diddy. Liv Julian Diddy King.
Thank you.
Yeah, I tried there. The right hand here at the Deeper Issues Nerdcast, Mr. Tyler Joe. We're all exhausted. I don't know if you guys can.
We're tired.
Sitting in here are the man with the plan, one of our grandmasters of geekery, our newest, I feel like our latest edition here, joining us. There's a lot of us now. We're multiplying, folks. Mr. Jared McLaughlin. No relation to Sarah McLaughlin, in case anybody's wondering. But
oh no,
no. Different spelling.
When I'm with Jared, I do feel like I'm in the arms of an angel.
Wow.
Not someone that used to love you.
In the arms. I don't know.
That's not.
I think that's Willie Nelson.
Well, no, the when somebody loved me.
Oh, from
everything was beautiful.
Toy Story.
Those are all sad songs.
Damn.
Yeah, man, she just writes sad songs.
Yeah.
That was.
Did she do that? Oh, that was Sarah McLaughlin. Oh my gosh.
He knows it's her. It's his cousin.
Sarah McLaughlin, breaking our hearts.
I would never abandon you in a box.
Oh.
Fair.
That's fair. Yeah, look, we're gonna get to the real. Once we've got all the introductions, now we've got that all out the way. This is the meat of the show. This is the human element. This is a little segment we like to call What did we learn this week?
I feel like I learned something.
We're fresh back from Comic-Con, so I want to say everybody learned a lot of stuff this week. Don't come at me with that bullshit, y'all. What did y'all, Diddy? What did you learn this week?
Okay. Well,
You did learn
this
something.
this
Okay.
actually does have to do with Comic-Con because
Yeah.
we went to the Scream panel
Yeah.
with Matthew Lillard, Skeet Ulrich, and Jamie Kennedy.
Yes.
And I realized that I had only seen the first three, but the first one, obviously, I watch all the time.
Mhm.
And the second two, I'd seen once, maybe when they came out.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I didn't even know that there was that many movies. 7. There's
Well,
about to
I
be
think
7 and 6.
There's about to be 7. But
There's
what's
6.
crazy is, truth be told, aside from the most recent ones, Matthew Lillard and Skeet Ulrich are just in that first movie. They just made such an impact by being the first
The first
killers.
ones, yeah. And Jamie Kennedy,
Unlivers.
too, he's only in the first 2.
Well, yeah. No, he's in the...
No,
He
he's in,
somehow always pops up on a video or something.
oh, he is in the first 3.
Yeah.
But he's only alive in the first 2, and then the third one he is in a video.
Yeah, I think he's in the video in the fourth one, too.
No. Listen.
No.
No.
Did he?
No. Because I just watched
She just
all
watched.
6.
Okay. Oh, just watched him.
Yeah, because I recently just had I was bedridden and I had
Why were you bedridden?
time. You know, I was. And so from Monday to Tuesday, I watched all 6 movies.
All right, right on.
And I had never seen them. I've never seen them.
In the soft reboot, like somebody's like his like niece or some shit, right?
Yeah, in the requel, that it is his like niece and nephew.
Okay.
And in the third one, his sister brings the videotape to the like studio.
He's not in the fourth one somehow?
No. I just watched them all.
The fourth one is like
Right
Sidney
in a row.
Prescott's illegitimate brother or something, right?
That's the third one.
What's the fourth one?
The fourth one is with Emma Roberts, and it's Sidney Prescott's niece. And Sidney Prescott writes a book, and she goes back to Woodsboro to like promote the book, and then the killings start happening. And then her niece, spoiler alert, is the killer, along with Rory Culkin, because of movies and fame.
Rory Culkin and Emma Roberts are in the fourth one?
Yeah, those are the Ghostface and the.
How was that one? Good?
Actually,
It's
it is
kinda
good.
crazy, yeah. to
It
think
is.
about.
It is very crazy. Okay, this
I
is
need to
what this
rewatch
is.
those.
Yes. This is what I'm saying. The fourth one is the craziest one of all, just because it goes so off the rails. It starts with like three fake starts,
Okay.
where it's like you're seeing the stab movie, but you think it's Scream, the beginning of a Scream movie, but it's a stab movie.
Okay.
And then it cuts out of that, and then it's another stab movie, and then it cuts out of that, and you think that you're watching Scream, maybe finally, and then it's like three fake starts. And it's like, because it's such a meta movie that they just play up the whole meta horror of it all
yeah.
in the fourth one specifically. So and it's also just like, it's like a hat and a hat and a hat on that one, because they have like a film club and they are filming it. They're like, the killers in that movie, they're like filming it, and they're gonna make their own movie. And then the fifth one, they're also filming it to make their own movie.
The fifth one is the beginning of the requel.
Requel, yeah.
And now seventh is going to be technically the trilogy one of the requel.
It's a franchise.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's how it kicks off. It's like it's a franchise. You can't
Yeah.
be it to requel. It's not a franchise.
Yeah. The second one of the requel, they're like, this isn't a requel anymore. This is a franchise. What I learned is that I guess I did not know how nerdy those movies are.
Yeah, because they're all 100% just meta commentary on
horror.
horror.
I
Yeah.
did not know that. Like, I've seen the first one a million times.
I mean, that's
and that's like definitely a part of the first one.
why it was so
But
good.
yes, but they get so much more into it, and they're never bad, even when they're bad, just because they keep just making fun of themselves. And I guess in a way I learned that from Matthew Lillard, where he was like, yeah, I never. Somebody asked him about Scary Movie, and he was like, "Well, it was weird because he was like, who likes a bully?" And it's like they weren't bullying you. It's like, they're parroting
yeah.
everything. But he said, yeah, but we were already sort of doing that. Like that's what the movie was. It was like a parody of a horror movie, but it's like
it's a serious
it's
parody.
a serious
yeah, but
parody.
it's a
meta
commentary.
commentary. So I never thought about it that way, and I guess I watched the second and third one in just a very like I was really young and I watched them and it didn't like sink in or something. But watching them all in a row, I was like, holy shit,
Yeah.
this is so nerdy. Like Jay and
they're
Silent
like
Bob
think
are in the
pieces.
third one. They're think pieces.
Yeah.
I went down so many rabbit holes, you guys. And like,
yeah, that's right. Silent Bob.
Jay and Silent Bob are in the third one. And they're like, that's that bitch Gail Weathers. I was like, this is amazing. I had no idea. And I'd seen it. Like I've seen the first three, but the first one is the one that I watch all the time because it's so good. And it's just like a classic. And I just always was like, oh, the second and third one are just blah. No, they're not blah. They're very good. And they're all good. Even the fourth one. And I know that's like the least
hot take.
I know that's like the least liked one because they even make fun of it in the fifth one, how that's the least liked one. And the fifth one is all about how they have to take back the franchise and how to make it. And they have to take back because the last movie sucks so bad. They have to take it back. And I was like, dang, they're even making fun of themselves. And it was so good. I had so much fun watching them.
Wes Craven, like...
He didn't direct the last two.
I know, but he always, I feel like, had a little bit of touch of that. Because even, like, New Nightmare, the last Freddy Krueger movie, is probably one of my favorite Nightmare on Elm Street films because... it like makes that character genuinely scary again because about the actors in the film being haunted by this like fictional version of Freddy, and it has like the weird like it revisits like the girl on the ceiling thing, and only like the little boy could see it. So Wes Anderson was already tapping in. I'm sorry, Wes Anderson. Wes Craven. Completely different director.
I got you.
Yeah, Wes Craven was already tapping into that, and that was what was brilliant about Scream. But one of them's a think piece, and the other one's just like a comedy. Slapstick stoner film.
Yeah, for sure.
So you can't compare that. Matthew Lillard, sorry, sir, I'm a big fan. But, that's actually funny that he said that.
I just 100% think that I did not understand at the time when I watched them when I was young that that's what it was doing. And then rewatching them as an adult, I was like, dang, that's really cool. I love this. And it's funny.
Yeah.
And I remember thinking the first one is funny and clever and good. But then I kind of partially thought that because I saw Scary Movie first and then I saw Scream.
Okay.
So in my head, I was like, it's trying to be serious. And that movie fucking tore it apart.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then it was always had a soft spot in my heart because I was like, oh, it's just like, this goofy thing. But then I don't know, like something different clicked in my brain when I watched it this time. I was like, dang, this is actually really good and smart and funny. It is funny.
Nice. Yeah, I love those films. And that derived from, if you were at LA Comic Con, did you say there was a panel with Keith?
Ulrich.
Somebody corrected me, on TikTok.
It is Ulrich.
It's not Ehrlich, it's Ulrich.
Ulrich, yeah.
Yeah, and I always said Ehrlich.
And they, that was like 2:00. We were going down. I was ready to leave. I wanted to get out of there. And we went and they kind of like, they brought us back to life for a minute.
Yeah, absolutely.
They had a really good panel because it wasn't a panel. They were like out in the crowd and they were walking around like stand-up comedians. They were like, what else? What else?
Yeah, like Morgan
I was
J
like,
and
hell
shit.
yeah.
If you have a chance to meet Matthew Lillard and Skeet Ulrich, this is our second time we've been like at a big event with them because we did Fan X with them. They're always so fantastic to their fans, and they're
really for the fans.
Yeah, they're for the fans, and they give a shit, and they love the stuff that they've been in, and they're like what you want as far as like a fan experience with those two guys. I feel like. Yeah,
and also Jamie Kennedy, he kept it going. He literally walked out on stage with a microphone and he went, "What the fuck is up?" Like LA, and I was like, "Dang."
Jury's out on Jamie Kennedy.
Well, for sure,
he's got some mixed
100%,
mixed bag,
100%. But all I'm saying is that he hyped us up,
right,
and then because he kind of introduced the main event. when Skeet Ulrich and Matthew Lillard came out. But he
Oh.
came out and he was like, "Fuck yeah, let's do this."
Yeah.
LA Comic-Con.
I'm not even talking about, I think he probably does have some shitty worldviews, but also just, I've heard,
That
I
he's a
don't know.
dick.
No, I just heard stories of performers that are supposed to perform with him and him just like stepping on people's time and a bunch of stuff like that. I don't know.
No, for sure. 100%. All I'm saying, it was 2:00. I was going down, and then they all came out and they hyped us up.
Jamie Kennedy.
No,
Yeah.
they all worked together.
B-Rad from Malibu.
He
But-
was a
Oh my
little
God.
annoying midway through it, though, because he was like doing an impression of B-Rad, because everyone was asking Matthew Lillard questions. Even Skeet Ulrich was kind of getting ignored. It was all Matthew Lillard that was getting all the attention.
Yeah.
Well,
So
Matthew Lillard.
it's Matthew Lillard, guys.
It is what it is. Ty, what'd you learn this week? Aside from, thank you, by the way, Diddy, for that. I love revisiting the Scream franchise.
We
I'm
learned
gonna-
Scream is really good.
Well, I'm gonna, you know what? I love the first three. I like the fourth. I remember liking the fourth one and then the requel or whatever, but I think it was the last one that was a little like, I don't know. But I'm always gonna be a fan of that franchise.
I was down for it. I loved
I'm
it.
gonna rewatch them all. That's what I'm saying. You've inspired
Right in
me
a
to-
row. I highly recommend just laying in your bed, watching them one after the other.
I'm gonna do it
That's the way to do it.
right
Right.
now. Actually, Toxic Avenger just dropped on digital, so
Oh,
did
it
I'm gonna watch
did.
that like 10,
Oh.
10 more times.
Yeah. As you should.
It's amazing. Ty, what'd you learn this week?
What did I learn?
Ty, you learned some stuff. This,
No, I
I
did.
like how
No.
you're like, avoid.
No,
What did
no.
I learn this week?
No,
you
I'm being
say?
very vain. Like my hair, I didn't put any product in it, so it's just like all over the place right now. So
Looks
I'm like,
great, dude.
and I have like these pins on my hat. Shout
Looks
out to-
beautiful.
but no, like my headphones aren't fitting. So what I want to talk about, and it's kind of cool because this was kind of like a moment that I got to share with Jared when we went on Sunday. Like Sunday, the reason why I wanted to go to Comic-Con was the cast of the Amazing Digital Circus had a panel. And for those that don't know what that is, I will nerd explain because I do have the description up right now. The Amazing Digital Circus is a surreal psychological comedy about a bunch of cute cartoon characters that hate their lives and just want to leave. They're real people. They're trapped in this little world. This debuted in 2023, which I didn't know, and it became an overnight hit. The website even has some show statistics, which is really cool. 600 million plus lifetime views for only 4 episodes. Really, there's 6 episodes now. It has a strong Japanese presence, including crane games, gachapon, and pop-up shops. They just did a whole promo for Hot Topic. And I guess what I learned this week is, I talked about this show on this show a while ago, but it was just something I stumbled upon on my little algorithm. And I have never seen so many fans at a Comic-Con. For if you guys have been to LA Comic-Con, they do the whole stage that's free for everyone to watch. And normally it's big for something like Scream or something like Marvel, like Elizabeth Olsen and Paul Bentley were there for WandaVision. Different cast members for the Daredevil Born Again series were there. So obviously those are always crowded, but there was such a huge fan base for the show. Their Glitch Productions is the company that makes the show. They had an insane line. I couldn't even get into their booth. Plus I didn't really want to wait in line. But they had a lot of cosplays. They had a lot of fans out there supporting the cast. And this is my first time seeing some of the cast, what they actually look like, because they're all amazing voice actors. But yeah, I think that's kind of proves what going to Comic-Con is all about. It's like having those opportunities to see the people putting on the show, meeting the creators. Obviously, for Comic-Con, like we got chances to meet our favorite comic book creators, our friends that are selling art, made some new friends that were selling art, which we'll talk about. But it just made me really like appreciate, like, wow, like it's cool to be part of a fandom, and it's cool to see the fandom in action at a Comic-Con.
You reconnected to the nerdy
Amazing.
mothership, Ty. Your cup has been filled.
I've been back to the
Your nerdy cup runneth over.
runneth over.
That's amazing.
I went back to the Holy Lands.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like that's what I was saying. You went and touched the friggin' nerdy wall or something.
Yeah.
Like,
I went the opposite way. I was like, fuck all you guys.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Well, crowds, yeah, like I wasn't down for the crowds, but also I realized now that I'm older, now that I'm 30, I was like, I'm gonna stand a
Yes.
little further back.
Oh God.
I'm not gonna be in the pit anymore.
No.
Look at me in the tip.
My
Unless
knees.
it's a concert. Unless it's a concert, then I'll be there.
Still in the pit till
Still in the
death.
pit. Yeah.
97 in the pit.
Till you're 97?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Not
Wow.
1997. dude.
That's generous.
97-year-old man or 75-year-old man in the
That
pit.
was 1997.
75.
I wouldn't be 30.
You
Still have
got
some
this thing.
youth.
You can get in there. That's cool. Yeah, no, there was a lot of like, I think that about cons.
Yeah.
Like it does kind of like, it was exhausting. Don't get me
Yes,
wrong, because we had a
100%
lot to do, but it does, it going to a con and connecting with your fandom, other creatives, artists, like it puts you in like a good place. And it's some part of it's inspirational. I love discovering like new art, discovering things from new, I guess other creators out there. It helps. It's like a sharing of ideas. It's like all the like brain radars are up in space and you're like, I don't know,
I like
absorbing
that,
it all in
yeah.
the ether kind of.
Yes.
That's
Yeah, I
cool.
love that.
It's a giant workshop.
Yeah, it's great. And
Creative
I love
workshop.
hearing people's ideas and their passion, because it's like everybody that's vending at an artist alley is clearly very passionate about art and their art and ready to share it with you and
Yes.
listen and whatnot. So I support it. Although I think both of you guys spent a little bit too much money, which we'll
Listen,
get into a
Hey,
little bit.
why are we
calm
getting-
down.
why are we getting outed right
I
now?
don't want to be called out. Don't piss
Jared,
me off.
Jared, you learn anything this week? You haven't been to a con with us in a minute.
Yeah, I can't tell you the last time I went to a con, like
Yeah.
2-3 years ago.
Comic-Con Revolution, I think, is
Yes.
Oh yeah, I met Dante Bosco.
Yeah, about like a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, it was a lot of fun. What I learned this week is actually not related to the con.
okay. No, it's cool.
Go off.
Go on.
I went and saw Paul Thomas Anderson's newest movie, One Battle After Another, which was shot on VistaVision, which I mean, everyone knows what IMAX is today.
Yes.
IMAX is a development off of, in the 50s, Paramount created VistaVision, which is like an old, like higher resolution film that most 35 millimeter film is all vertical, like all the little squares, all little images. VistaVision is horizontal, much larger than 35 millimeter, but it's the first film in 60 years to actually get played on VistaVision film.
What's the deal with VistaVision exactly? I'm sorry, it's just a
So,
larger. It's
it's-
not IMAX, but it is
So
larger.
in the 50s, the studios were having a problem where most people were just watching stuff at home.
yeah. Well, I
Actually
mean,
kind of funny where
in
we're
the
at
50s,
today.
people were having that problem.
So to bring people back to the movie theaters, I think it was 20th Century Fox created CineScope.
Yeah, CinemaScope.
Paramount's competition was VistaVision, which was a much larger film format. It was super high resolution. You'd see less film grain. It was stunning. But what's funny is that's kind of what evolved into IMAX. So like we have IMAX today, which is now a current, like, go to the movie theater and go see it in IMAX.
Yeah.
But this is the first film in 60 years that is actually being played on the VistaVision film, but it's only at 4 movie theaters where you can actually see that. And one of them's in LA at the Vista Theater in Los Feliz.
Oh, it was used in the original Star Wars films and the 10 Commandments.
10 Commandments, yeah.
Charlton
one of the
Heston
early
classic, and
ones,
it says
yeah.
it runs horizontally through the camera instead of vertically, capturing a larger, more detailed image.
Yeah.
Its superior negative quality reduces film grain, producing beautiful, sharp images. That was used for epics like the 10 Commandments. And
Wow.
that's cool.
So he shot it in that?
Yeah. It's the
Uh,
guy that did The Brutalist, which
yeah.
The cinematographer is
the cinematographer, yeah, it's the same. So he's using the same cameras. But The Brutalist, they didn't actually project, like you couldn't go to the theater and watch it in the VistaVision.
Hmm.
Like it was in IMAX and stuff
Yeah.
like that. But like this is the first film where they just took the VistaVision film and said, press play.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And what would you say about this latest Paul Thomas Anderson?
So if you're familiar with his stuff,
Yeah.
like Big Lebowski, obviously is one of his creme de la creme, but like it's very satirical. It's
Boogie
set
Nights.
in very present day, like revolutionaries against like the United States government kind of thing, and it's probably going to divide people. But again, like watching it, I'm like, it's satire, like it is poking at itself. Like I don't feel like it's isolating anyone.
Well, look, if you're getting offended by Paul Thomas Anderson movies, like, have you not fucking seen any of his previous films? He's been this way,
Yeah.
I feel like, for ever.
Yeah.
But he also,
yeah, you know what you're getting.
Yeah, you know, he's not. But he's not afraid to shy away from like real,
some real
subject
stuff.
matters and stuff. Like Licorice Pizza, it took me a while to process it because I'm like, this kid is like, you know, like what he meets this girl when he's like 14 or something, and she's like 20 something, and there's still like a weird.
I hadn't seen it.
Oh, you haven't seen it?
What's the name of that actress?
In Licorice Pizza?
Yeah.
Oh,
Because
she's one of the Haim sisters.
She has a bit part in One Battle After Another.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, no.
I was like, wait, I
she's in that
recognize
music
you.
group. Her sister, the Haim.
Yeah.
Haim.
I'm looking up the actress. Alana Haim?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot about Licorice Pizza.
Yeah, it's such a strange film, but it is like a snapshot of an era, I feel like.
70s?
Yeah, but also just like, I don't know, adolescence in general.
Yeah.
And it is like raw and weird and
it was like his version of like a mumblecore movie, like a Harmony Korine movie or something, right? That's what he's like trying to do with it.
I don't know. I'm still confused by it. I need to revisit it at some point because
it's like a mumblecore movie.
I remember being like, I don't know if I like this movie. It's like interesting, but
I thought it was interesting.
I don't know. Like, am I too dumb? I was like, am I dumb? Because I'm confused. Yeah, but I mean, like, but I'm just like, should I like this more? It's like clearly very well made and artsy and interesting, but I need to like, I don't know. There's themes and stuff that maybe are over my head.
Yeah.
In it, but it's also because I just couldn't get over the fact of like, it's about like a, 19, 20-year-old girl that's kind of like leading on a 15-year-old boy. Yeah.
What'd you think about Harold and Maude?
I mean, I don't know. What do you think about Boogie Nights? You know what?
Yeah.
That's
the one that I think a lot of people are like, oh, that's his best.
Just saw that not too long ago at the
Boogie
Frida.
Nights,
Shout out to the Frida. Yeah.
I've been to Licorice Pizza.
It's a real place?
It's a record store, yeah.
Oh,
it's a famous record store, yeah.
I would eat Licorice Pizza.
Oh,
if that was
licorice on pizza.
Oh,
well, like black licorice.
Black licorice specifically, not red vines. I hate red vines.
But it's good.
Psychotic.
What are you rating the movie?
That's
You're telling
crazy.
people to go see it.
Yeah,
like
I
Paul
think
Thomas Anderson.
I think like a 9 out of 10. I think it was a solid film. It's gonna be all over the Oscars. Everyone in it was so good. Sean Penn was a standout. I think like Benicio del Toro, like when they were on screen, they
were on screen.
You weren't looking. I don't think I looked at my watch like once. It was like a 2.5 hour movie.
Oh,
so it was pretty long, but like you're just glued to the story.
Yeah,
it's really good.
Cool.
Yeah.
Did Paul Thomas Anderson do Wall Street? Am I crazy?
No. Oh.
No, it's Oliver Stone. Why did that just pop up? Okay, I don't know. I fell down a internet rabbit hole.
Got him again.
God.
Bust. All right.
What did you learn, Pablo?
Mine is con related. No, I like that though, Jared. That's very topical though. Either way, I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna check out this whole
Licorice Pizza
PTA. I saw I do need to revisit Licorice Pizza. So that's what I've learned, that I have to revisit Licorice Pizza and the Scream franchise. No, so actually, let me pull up this image. This last Saturday, we were at LA Comic-Con, and 2 panels were back to back that I had to catch. I was like, look, guys, I'm going to go to this panel. You guys wander, but I need information and I need closure and I need insight into this. So there was a panel from, sorry, let me get the name, everything pulled up here. There was a panel from John Sempre. Is that how to pronounce his name? Sorry, I lost my article. There was a panel about Spider-Man the Animated Series, 1994, right? And I was like, okay, with the original showrunner and the original voice cast, I guess, learned about the voice actor, which was Christopher Daniel Barnes, who's the voice actor for Spider-Man, who is, so if you've seen the 1994 Fox Kids Spider-Man animated series, it was fantastic. Comic book accurate, right? Just till this day, if I read a Spider-Man comic,
Mm.
it's more than likely that I'm hearing Spider-Man's voice in my head as the actor from the Spider-Man animated series, Christopher Daniel Barnes. And then we were sitting down, and I'm like, oh, I got to catch this panel. And Ty's like, oh, yeah, wasn't that the guy who's also the voice for
Aladdin. Oh, no.
You said Aladdin, but
Prince Eric.
but Prince
Prince Eric.
Eric. Yeah, and I was like, what? What are you talking about? And sure enough, like I look it up, I'm like, oh shit, that was the voice to Prince Eric. That's wild. And I also found out that he was Greg Brady in the 90s Brady Bunch movies, as well as a Very Brady sequel. And he was hilarious, by the way, in those movies. If you haven't watched the Brady, it's because they're just all parodies on Brady Bunch episodes, but they take place in like the mid to late 90s, whenever those movies came out. Or Tom Jeff, when the Brady Bunch movies come out. But if in this photo here, I'm pulling up a photo. The guy is actually he doesn't look anything like he did back then. He's got like a giant beard and like
That's
a
him?
mohawk, and he looks like a Viking. But when he speaks, he sounds like Spider-Man. And I guess that version of Greg Brady was very much doing kind of a weird impression. But yes, it was really cool, kind of like, I guess, running into, but meeting John Semper Jr., because I did talk to him. I want to make sure that I'm pronouncing his last name properly, by the way. Semper, Semper, John Semper Jr. And he was a writer and producer for the entire and showrunner for the 94 Spider-Man animated series, as well as the voice for Mary Jane Watson, the voice of the Green Goblin, and Flash Thompson were all there. It was such an entertaining panel. And them they even kind of tapped on the meme, the shocker thing that went viral.
You mean this?
I don't hear anything.
Look at your screen. No, you look at your screen.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Yes. He's like, before we start the panel, let me get this out of the way. Like, let's talk about the shocker meme. And the shocker! I'll trace you to the ends of the earth!
Dude, you need to make that rent money.
Yeah, well, they also defended it. They're like, it is funny as a meme. It worked out really well. But also, they also talked about that episode in general and how interesting it was of Peter Parker giving into that, I guess this like dark side of him, and just like the way that it was, because it was beautifully animated. There was like a shadow of a shocker. And they're like, isolated, that's really cool. But then also like seeing the deconstruction of like that character and seeing him like give into a side of him that he would never normally give into is pretty interesting and really well done. And it's true, that cartoon is really, really well done. But yeah, Christopher Daniel Barnes, Sarah Ballantyne was there. Rodney Salisbury was there. Obviously, Ed Asner, who was famously J. Jonah Jameson, wasn't able to be there. Who else was there? There was, dang it, I wish I could remember everybody, and I feel terrible for not. But either way, John Zipper was there with the entire cast. And they kind of talked just about their favorite moments. They did some quotes. But then what was interesting is he had two panels back to back. And shout out to Comic-Con LA. There was a good bit of people in there. But in my opinion, not as many people as there should have been. Because X-Men 97 had such a like strong revival and was such a great continuation of that series. And because of that show, it kind of started raising questions of like, hey, are you guys going to do this with all the Fox Kids things? And John Semper Jr. says that they hadn't approached him about it. They're like, no, that's not a thing yet. And they're talking about how they wouldn't be like, Christopher Daniel Barnes was like, but we wouldn't be opposed to it. We would very much all love to come back and do something like that again. But what John Semper Jr. was talking about is he's like, I think, and this is it's not the exact quote, but I have video footage and I will post it. He was like, I think there's an awkwardness with Disney, Marvel, and me right now, because I've never been credited for being the first person to present the Spider-Verse. And it's true. He did do this. Christopher Daniel Barnes voiced a bunch of different versions of Spider-Man. And there was this whole storyline about Spider-Man in parallel dimensions. And then in 2014, I think Dan Slott was the one who like kind of like coined, I want to say the term Spider-Verse to the comics. And now what the biggest, in my opinion, I think a lot of people's opinion, the best version of Spider-Man has been in those Miller Lord Across the Spider-Verse and Into the Spider-Verse films, or Enter the Spider-Verse. Is the new one going to be called Across the Spider-Verse? We're not 100% sure about that, right?
We don't. No,
Anyways.
Jared's looking it up.
But he's never really been acknowledged, or I mean, like fans acknowledge it and are aware of it, but Disney hasn't acknowledged it.
It's Beyond the Spider-Verse.
Is it Beyond the Spider-Verse? What's going to be called?
That's the third one.
So he was saying, he's like, I've not been called into the room, and I want to say a portion of that is because of that reason. Like, basically, they don't want to give me, and this is, look, I don't want to get pulled off of our streamers right now, but it's possible.
Oh,
Disney in the past
go off
has not necessarily given credit where credit is due. For many creators, right? For a lot of people, like they ended up paying, I think the Kirby family because they didn't want to seem like assholes. So they did kind of pay that family out in order to like get Thor, Iron Man, and Captain America and keep them in that library. But there's characters like Bucky Barnes as Winter Soldier, right? Yeah. That the creator has never been given. I don't even know if they've given Dan Slott proper credit for creating the Spider-Verse. Right. So although he did, I'm sorry, or at least coining the term Spider-Verse,
right,
which was in 2014 in the comic books.
Donny Cates and Ryan Stegman never got credited for King in Black, and Noel was in the third Venom movie.
Right. So, yeah, I think Ed Brubaker created the Winter Soldier, the Bucky Barnes. And they're like that. They've made millions among millions on that character alone.
100%. Yeah.
And he's like, I've never seen a penny from that. Like, I didn't create Bucky Barnes, but that character was dead and just not existing in the Marvel.
He gave him the metal arm.
He gave him the metal arm. He created that version of him, which is the famous version now that we see in the cinematic universe. And John Semper alluded to that possibly a reason why we wouldn't get a Spider-Man 94 revival. There is no way in hell, like I said, good crowd in there. But there should have been I shouldn't have been able to get in that room and sit where I was sitting. Like, it should have been packed to the gills because you have some voiceover legends in there. You have a show running legend in there, like an animated legend in there. But what was also really cool is if anybody watched basically the Spider-Man animated series, it ended in kind of a cliffhanger. There was never a continuation. You got some information on it?
So I'm going to pull it up on screen. So yes, this came out in September 3rd of this year.
Okay, I'm going to get to this. I'm going to get to this. I'm rounding the table on this.
Okay.
Let him cook.
This is a continuation of it. So John Semper Jr., he's like had two panels back to back, and he's like, I'm going to show you guys something that isn't out there. I think he had written kind of a teleplay that he had at conventions. I could be wrong about that. I want to say there was some rough kind of animation, not animation or stills or kind of comic book version of how he would have closed it out. But he screened for an hour and a half, a 2-part episode of what would have been final 2 episodes of Spider-Man, the animated series.
Wow.
And it's not complete. So some of it is just a motion and just moving pictures, motion animation. You can tell he got different artists, but he got all the original cast back. Obviously, aside from Ed Asner, but he got everybody to do. So it's complete with opening sequence. There's a cold opening, and there's a cold opening of him Mary Jane being off into the friggin' abyss, because that's a question that's never answered. When Spider-Man the Animated Series ends, he's calling out to Madam Web because there's a clone Mary Jane that dissipates, and he's like, Mary Jane's trapped in some sort of other dimension, and he calls out for Madam Web. And Madam Web's like, we're going to go find Mary Jane. And there's no more series after that. That's it. So he's like, you know what? You guys may love this. You may hate it, but this is how I would have done it. And he has a motion anime, just images, voiceover, not completed. And then the whole second half of it is not even, there's no pictures. It's just audio. But he's like, I'm working on it still.
Sure.
And I can't wait to see a completed version of this.
Where's the Kickstarter?
It's
Yeah.
unofficial. Well, I think the thing is it's kind of unofficial because he, doesn't work for Disney, Fox, anybody of that nature. But dude, as soon as the cold open starts and it's kind of like cool images and like slight movement, which kind of just reminded me of like a low budget, like British animation kind of thing. And then it's like a tense moment in the cold open, and the Spider-Man, the animated series opening sequence kicks off, and everybody in that fucking room lost their mind. You would have thought there was 10,000 people in there, because it was just like such a moment.
That's so cool.
And I was like, I talked to him. I knew about this comic. That was the other thing. On September 3rd of this year, Marvel published this book by J.M. DeMatteis, I think James Toe, Nick Bradshaw.
Cover artist.
Yeah, and it's like, this is the Marvel synopsis. It's the hit 90s animated series returns after searching to the ends of the multiverse. Peter Parker, the amazing, the spectacular, the radioactive webhead himself, aka Spider-Man, swings back into the streets of New York with his beloved Mary Jane Watson in tow. But what's this? One of these villains is not like the other. Witness the universe debut of not one, but two of Spider-Man's greatest villains from comic legendary writer, scribe J.M. Mateus, and rising star Jim Toe. They bring you the return of all that you've been waiting for 30 years, and you're never going to expect the twists and turns ahead of you for your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Break out your action figures and post up in front of the TV as we're bringing you back to the greatest era in animated superhero television history. Apparently, John Semper Jr. had no involvement in this story, had no involvement in where it went, and is not involved with Marvel in this at all. And that is tragic, in my opinion. And I approached him afterwards. I gave him a sticker. I'm like, look, I would love to talk to you a little bit about this. I would love to talk to you about your what are your thoughts on the latest book? He was a little busy. I didn't want to kind of get him on the spot, but he seemed open. I'm going to reach out. It blew my mind, though, that nobody at Disney has said, hey, it blew my mind that A, this panel was not as hyped up as it should have been. B, nobody at Disney has acknowledged his creation of the Spider-Verse. C, nobody at Disney has acknowledged that, hey, look, we have this entire cast and showrunner back, and there's a major fan base for this sort of thing. And I learned that Disney, you again did it again.
Well,
you done pissed me off.
You know what? Scream had probably like 1 million people there, but it was all the smut girlies. You know what I mean?
Oh,
that's what brings people out.
Thing there,
There's a whole thing. So
there's a lot of Mary Jane cosplays out there.
Yeah. Can I ask a question?
yeah.
And not to play devil's advocate, because I'm actually curious. Do you remember what the ruling was for Disney to use Spider-Man? I'm not asking like a rhetorical, I really don't know, because with Sony, because Sony owns the rights to Spider-Man, there was a reason why they had to.
But Disney can do it animated because they've done a whole like 2 or 3 animated shows. Spidey and His Amazing Friends. Right. They've done the other one. Like, I don't think there is a holdup as far as animation goes. I could be wrong because they're doing the Across the Spider-Verse films.
Well, because I remember when for the whole Tom Holland thing, they were like, "Oh, it was gonna be a series," but for them to use Tom Holland and like Spider-Man specifically, they had to make it a movie. And that's why he couldn't appear in any TV series.
Well, but
he does appear in X-Men '97.
We
so I don't know.
need. Well, you just see Spider-Man and you got Tom, but he doesn't say anything. It's just there. Right. He's just in the background. So it's a little bit of a Easter egg kind of in there, kind of like tantalizing scene, and fans flipped out over.
Oh yeah, 100. Well, I did. Yeah.
So I don't know what the holdup is. Yeah. I don't, but I think as far as them owning that Fox Kids library, I think they could just do it.
Okay. I mean, I'm down. I mean, I just really didn't know.
I'm not a lawyer. Tommy Jeff?
Tommy Jeff? Ah, damn.
No legal in
Europe. No legal in here. Hey,
but
hey, we're free.
We can do whatever we want.
I'm open, and I hope we can get John Semper Jr. in this studio at some point to talk 100%. A little bit about Spider-Man the Animated Series, his version of the final episode, as well as if he has any thoughts on what's going on with the, because at least look, give the fucking man a comic. Like that's I'm look, I love that you guys decided to revisit this, but like, why would he not be involved in that comic book?
Right.
Because it also seemed like there was a tight knit closeness to that entire cast and crew, because they were talking about it was a time when, animation now, nobody even has to be in the same room, but they were acting with each other, were acting off of each other. And yeah, tragic that that's not being like tapped into a little bit more, because you have all these creative minds that created the thing that we love.
Yeah.
And you're just not even approaching them it's like with Hocus Pocus.
Mhm.
Remember, like, they didn't even ask the original director if he wanted to direct the sequel.
Yeah.
It's like, why would you not even ask?
And like, yeah, don't even get me started on Hocus Pocus.
But I'm saying clearly there's somebody that loves this thing, helped create and nurture and mold this, franchise or this thing that we all love. And you're not even going back to the original source
them.
that gave us that thing that added that secret
or like
ingredient.
Practical Magic.
Is there a Practical Magic sequel, right?
There's going to be, and there's actual books about Practical Magic, and they're not following the books whatsoever, but they're also not asking the like original actors. They asked like 2 of the original actors to be back in it, but not like all of them, just like the ones that are famous,
Just
really famous.
Sandra Bullock and Nicole Kidman.
Yeah.
What about the 2 aunts died? So
They don't die.
they don't die. The older women.
No,
I mean,
they don't die. I mean, they're still alive right now.
in the real world.
Yeah, and they don't die in the book or
In
the
the
movie.
movie?
No,
I
they
don't-
don't die. Only the man dies.
Interesting.
Yeah. How long has it been since you've seen that film?
I do remember they put the lime in the coconut.
Yeah. The ants don't die. Ants are very much alive.
Interesting.
They're witches. They'll live forever. But yeah, they didn't ask like Evan Rachel Wood to come back. And the second book is about those kids growing up. So it's like, what?
I learned that those are books. I didn't even realize that was. I just remember there was a Sandra Bullock, Nicole Kidman movie. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, there's 3 books actually.
There we go. I didn't learn that.
Yeah.
Learned a lot of things.
Dang. Nerdy things.
There we go.
Wow.
Speaking of nerdy things, that was a long spiel on my behalf there. We're not only are we late, we're late. We're running behind time. We're not journalists, but we keep our ears to the nerdy streets. Sometimes we read articles, sometimes we read headlines. Most of the times we're just scrolling our social media feed. This is news and stuff. Let's get to the big news, y'all.
Oh my God. I thought we were on today's haul.
No. No, we'll go through this pretty quick. Yeah, so a bit of a controversy. Look, spoilers ahead. Is everybody here up to date on Peacemaker?
Yes.
Jared, you haven't?
I've never started.
I've
it.
never started it.
Okay, well then spoilers ahead.
It's okay because I have to.
Okay, yeah, if you gotta do what you do, because we're about to spoil it right now.
Oh my God, perfect.
Before we spoil it, actually, let me explain a little bit of Peacemaker.
Oh my glob.
So no spoilers just yet, but spoilers coming ahead. I will get you to the point where if you haven't seen Peacemaker, you might want to Peacemaker out of here.
That was terrible.
See what I did there? Yeah, peace. I don't know, man. Look, Peacemaker is a character that is portrayed by John Cena that was originated in the James Gunn Suicide Squad movie while he was still in the Marvel pool, but before he was the lead of DC Studios. Which rightfully so, he's now the lead of DC Studios because that Suicide Squad movie was so good. So he did his own version of Suicide Squad and he called it The Suicide Squad. He brought on John Cena, who apparently this character was originally written for Dave Bautista, Drax. But Drax wasn't for what they were paying him. He was like, I'm going to do this other thing. It's gonna make more money. And let me tell you, John Cena is a revelation in this thing.
Phenomenal.
He is like, I knew he was good because I've been a pro wrestling fan for a long time, but John Cena in Peace, this is he was born for this role.
Yeah.
It's insane. And James Gunn did this thing that is never heard of really in television, but for season 1, he wrote and directed every episode of Peacemaker, which
Yeah.
is wild, right? not there as much anymore. But the character of Christopher Smith is this anti-hero that he originated in Charleston Comics. He was later acquired by DC Comics, but he's, I guess, debuted in Fightin' Five, number 40, in 1966, was created by Joe Gill and Pat Boyette. He was depicted as a pacifist willing to do anything to bring peace to the world. The character would feature a short-lived comic run and would later be revived by DC Comics when they acquired Charlton Comics. And the revival saw the change to his character, depicting him as a violent vigilante haunted by ghosts of his past. Peacemaker would see a brief comic run and would later be killed. And then, James Gunn, being James Gunn, said, hey, like, I'm going to put together this team of these like obscure DC heroes and villains. And he meshed those two origins and made the Peacemaker that we know now. And Christopher Smith is that, he's like, I'll, unalive as many men, women, and children as I need to get peace. What's more, brilliant portrayal by John Cena. The show easily has two of the greatest opening sequences in television history. In the most recent episode of season 2 of Peacemaker, if you haven't seen season 1, definitely go revisit season 1. Once more, this is the part where we get to the spoilers. In season 2, episode 6, is that right?
Yes.
We find out Peacemaker is enamored with this alternate universe because all the things that are messed up in his life in his current universe all seem to be playing out perfectly in this new universe. And he is like, this is the perfect universe for me. And he goes through some things that then see him just being like, I'm just going to live in this universe. And then we learn that this quote unquote perfect universe from him is Earth X, which if you don't know, once more, I have to explain Earth X. So Earth X in DC Comics is basically a planet that is pre-crisis multiverse where Germany won World War II. And then all of Earth X's superheroes are exactly what you imagine. They're characters that live in a world where Germany won World War II. Hence, they end up being Nazis.
Yes.
Nazis. And now all the speculation and how this is going to play out. What's brilliant about this is that the show Hardcore kind of points it out, what we've all kind of been suspecting about this Earth all along. He's like, I haven't seen one person of color in this dimension.
Yeah.
And he's like, what are you talking about? And then he picks up the American flag and realizes there's
no stars,
a swastika in place of the 50 stars. Yeah. And we realize that it is then Earth X at that point. It's a brilliant take on privilege.
It's a brilliant take
on privilege because Chris Smith doesn't. So the character of Peacemaker, I will say, is not one iota in any way a racist.
No,
he's not. He's very lovable. He is not racist at all. However, he's so enamored with the things that are going good in his life that he's unable to kind of notice the oppression happening around him. And it's a perfect analogy for privilege. It's so well done. This now caused Fortnite, because they're like, oh, what's going on? There is a dance, an opening sequence dance that Christopher Smith does that has also been revisited apparently in some old Donald Duck Nazi propaganda Disney cartoons. And they're saying, hey, we're taking this Fortnite taunt down because he does this little like dance thing. And they're like, oh, it's symbolism for a swastika and it's a Nazi thing. And we're not sure about the character's intentions. So this is quoting Gizmodo here. I'm going to make this a little bit bigger so I can read it. This past weekend, after the latest episode of Peacemaker lifted the lid on a long simmering twist that much of the second season had taken place in a riff on DC Comics' Earth X, a parallel reality where Nazi Germany extended and ultimately won World War II. Epic Games and its perennial crossover platform, Fortnite, found itself in hot water when they recently released the emote that ties into the show that became center to a theory and confirming the Nazi connected link, right? So they're like, hey, wait a second. we we can't have this. If this is a Nazi created link. Mostly the audience believed that the ways that they could guess that the Earth X twists ahead revealed in the 6th episode, Ignorance is Chris, was because the season's new opening dance number begins with John Cena's titular vigilante performing a dance that moves seemingly shaped the arms to form a swastika. This exact dance moves that Epic had just a couple of weeks prior added to the game alongside the Peacemaker skin, as its peaceful hips is what they called it, dance emotes. After the release of last week's episode, the dance move theory has gone viral. Ty even sent me this. They're like,
Yeah.
wait a second, so have I been doing a Nazi dance this whole time?
For the past 4 weeks.
And they're saying that, oh, this is a very like weird kind of thing. Basically, they were like, we're taking this down because if this is some Nazi imagery, the popular video games, like, we don't want it. However, and this is quoting Gizmodo, good news then, this afternoon, Epic announced on social media that Warner Brothers had not intended the dance moves to be perceived as a hint to the swastika, and Peacemaker's Earth X reveal and emote will soon be restored. We've worked closely with our partners at Warner Brother Games to confirm that there were no creative intentions to connect peaceful hips, emote, and the current Peacemaker storyline. This part of what the statement reads, and the emote will be restored. Pretty interesting here because, yeah, like it is a really interesting reveal. And somebody played it. There's a Donald Duck. Yeah. That also has the same movements and that they're saying was a weird.
Yeah.
It was from a Nazi
Propaganda
Yeah,
cartoon.
Yeah. I mean, there was an episode. I mean, I'm not going to say, but he says he's hailing to someone like throughout that episode. Like he verbally says it, he does it. So and he's literally wearing the uniform on his left arm.
Yeah.
But yeah, it like mimics the emote, the opening sequence like perfectly. So that's why everyone was kind of freaking out. Like, was this a hint?
I think that's a really good editing job because I
Yeah.
want to say the original cartoon in that gag is he's hailing. It's kind of like the Jojo Rabbit thing where like they're coming in like and they're doing the back-to-back hailing.
Mhm.
And I think he's getting it from every angle. That's why he's doing the hail on every angle. It doesn't. It's not a dance in the cartoon.
No, it's not a dancing cartoon. No.
But they're saying like, oh look, this is a bit
Power of social media, right?
Yeah, and power of good editing.
Yeah. Really.
I will
Man,
say
the comments in this video are crazy.
once more though, I will say it's a really interesting take on privilege. Definitely watch Peacemaker. It is such a great show. James Gunn is phenomenal. Once more, 2 of the best opening sequences. What's interesting about that though is I've rediscovered my love for Foxy Shazam because I was like, damn it, I really fucking love Foxy Shazam so much. And I'm so glad that they're finally getting the recognition, like, I don't know, friggin' 13 years later from when that song came out in like 2011 or something, I want to say. And it was amazing. It was always been amazing. And it's kind of, the song's beautiful. The dance is really hilarious and interesting and deadpan as it always should be. Yeah.
Well, you sent me that video.
Yes.
I've never watched a show.
Uh-huh.
So they're doing that on purpose, right? The swastika thing, or
No,
they're absolutely saying that that's not supposed to be
They're
a
saying it's
swastika thing.
not supposed. The character's not racist. The character's not a Nazi.
he's
The
I
not.
understand.
All right.
I understand. Listen, but he's doing it, and then all the lights are also making a swastika behind him.
Let's see the video.
They're going off like this
Off of his
movement.
movement. I have to watch this. We're gonna watch this in real time.
All the lights are going off in the ways that are swastikas. So, but are they doing it on purpose? You're telling me that they didn't do that on purpose?
No, the lights are not making. Yeah, I feel like we're reaching here. I don't think the lights are doing. The lights are just moving and traveling because they don't connect.
Yeah, but
They don't connect. It's just a grid behind him.
Yeah, but they're making.
No, they're not because they're both facing the same direction. They're
Yeah,
making,
so there's one behind
if anything,
him that's
you could say
doing
they're making
that.
an SS.
Yeah, they're
No.
making the SS, and
If-
then the
but-
ones beside him are making the other one. But I mean, isn't it? Aren't they on that Nazi? Isn't it Earth X?
Yes, it is Earth
So,
X.
like, isn't it supposed to be like? Aren't they doing that on purpose?
No, I don't.
Oh.
I don't think they are because once more, if you I don't think they are. James Gunn, I think, is. We have to wait to see the other couple episodes and whatnot. The song that plays, the Foxy Shazam song, is really Eric's story to his kid, I think, because it's talking about like how the world's gonna chew you up and eat you alive, and he's like, I have to stitch you up and throw you back out there,
which is what Christopher Smith had
which
to
is
do.
kind of a little bit of what's happening with Chris Smith. It's just like, and that's the voice is like, there's always a there's always gonna be a wrong to your right, there's always gonna be another war to fight, kind of thing. The song is fantastic and beautiful. Once more, the character's not racist, and it's an analogy on privilege. I don't think that's there because those grids also existed in the first run of it before anybody thought it was a Nazi thing.
For sure.
His dad is a white supremacist.
I mean, that was like the big giveaway, like in the beginning of the show. It's like, oh, they're the trio.
Yeah.
And it's like, why is the white supremacist superhero the most admired superhero in this universe?
We got the cover. We all had the suspicions.
Yeah, signs were there.
And then they confirmed it like, oh shit, this is Earth X.
Yeah.
The show's fantastically brilliant.
Yeah.
I will say this, and I don't I want to say James Gunn.
But people are sorry, I went to the bathroom because I didn't want spoilers.
You missed the whole thing.
I know, but I just want to know. People think that he's racist because he's doing this dance, which is obviously
they're saying that the dance is an interpretive dance that is meant to symbolize the stuff, the Nazi Earth X stuff. Yes.
Yeah, but isn't
however, Warner Brothers PR has said that that's not the case. When has Warner Brothers ever lied to us? I don't know. Look, once more, I don't think that exists within the story. I could be wrong. I don't know. But if it is, like, it's not there for a reason of malicious. Like,
no, I don't think that. I'm just saying, wouldn't it be something like it has a deeper meaning or something?
Maybe, man. We got to talk to the choreographer.
Maybe.
Who's the choreographer of this thing?
I also feel like James Gunn wouldn't want to spoil anything.
Yeah, it has.
So I feel like it would. I feel like it was just a coincidence.
Yeah.
With like the whole lighting. And people were just. I mean, that's what Fortnite was like obsessing over. Was
yeah. I mean, that's why they pulled it.
I thought that they were. I thought that they were pulling it because people were using it against what he wanted.
Oh no.
Like it's supposed to be like he's doing this because he's like against Nazis, and then they were using it to be like Nazis.
No.
But it's clear. Okay.
No.
That's clear.
No, they took it down because they're saying now that kids could be empowered, saying that it is. But no, he doesn't. The dance is just an opening sequence. It's just because if you watch the first season too, there's a weird kind of stuff in there as well that I'm sure.
I haven't seen the show.
Watch the show. That's what the show is amazing. It's fantastic. And once more, John Cena is chef's kiss.
Amazing. He's one of our best wrestler turned actors.
He could be.
Yeah.
He might be the best.
Him and Batista are neck and neck.
Batista up there too.
I know The Rock's new movie looks
The Smashing Machine.
And
not just that, he's in a Scorsese movie. There's critics that said that The Rock is a revelation in The Smashing Machine.
He's trying to win an Oscar.
Yeah.
He's trying to win an Oscar.
He's trying to make us forget about all the bullshit he put DC through and how he fucking
and Hawaii.
And how he fucking tried to steal fucking Cody Rhodes' thunder at WrestleMania. And how he started a storyline in pro wrestling that could have been one of the greatest storylines ever that he didn't show up for to complete or for work.
Yeah,
and for some reason fucking inserted Travis Scott into pro wrestling and fucked a lot of things up.
And fuck The Rock.
Yeah. You know what, Rocky? You're really fucking pissing me off. Yeah, that's that. That's all the Peacemaker things. The Simpsons. Yeah, hold it up again. The Simpsons are going back into theaters, y'all.
10 years later.
Has it been 10 years? When did
the first one?
When did the first one launch?
I'll look it up right now. Yeah, that's what someone said.
Has it been 10 years?
I love that it's like that's what someone said.
2027.
Yeah,
so it will be 10 years.
Yeah, so
20 years.
Yeah, I was gonna say because that movie came out a long time ago.
So worse.
It
came out in 2007.
Yeah,
20 years later.
Big difference.
And it's coming summer in 2027. Quoting Variety here.
They must have said 2 decades.
That makes
and
me
I read
sick.
10.
Homer, Bart, Marge, Lisa, and Maggie will return to the big screen after a 20-year hiatus. The sequel to the Simpsons movie is officially in the works at Disney's 20th Century Fox and slated to be released in theaters of July 23rd, 2027. The film has taken the place of the untitled Marvel project, random, which has been removed from the studio's schedule. In terms Disney Marvel Cinematic Universe, there will no longer be a new comic book installment between Avengers Doomsday on December 18, 2026 and the Avengers Secret War on December 2027.
So it's part of the.
I thought Spider-Man was supposed to be in between those two. No?
No, it.
There was an untitled thing.
It's untitled because it's Doomsday, Spider-Man, Brand New Day, then Secret Wars.
Okay.
Yeah.
Disney and 20th Century Fox have confirmed that the plot details for the Simpsons follow-up. They haven't confirmed, any plot details. It shared that the poster on Instagram will feature the signature pink donut and the tagline, Homer's coming back for seconds. Now, why?
Right. No,
The Simpsons TV show is
I get it.
currently still running.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Yes. Why? Money.
Well, of course. I'm a theory going to say is that.
Hey, counter. Why not?
Fair. Let's see. I don't know. It could be awesome. Maybe
Yeah, it
another
could be.
Disney
Yeah,
animated.
it could be.
It could be. You're right.
I think
The
that-
first one was awesome, and we also asked that question at the time. We said why, and
I
it
don't
was so
think the
good.
first one was awesome.
It was great.
You didn't like Spider Pig?
Spider Pig.
It wasn't that it was bad. It was just like a long Simpsons episode. There wasn't anything that
Tom
justified
Hanks.
it having like a movie event. Am I wrong? You tell me that I'm wrong?
Oh, okay.
Did it justify? Did
They
the
killed
happenings?
Dr. Nick.
It's a whole thing.
Did the
There's a
happenings-
lore. Lore goes into it. It.
It had Tom
Eh.
Hanks.
Did it need a feature-length movie? That any of that story? Hey, here
Money.
we go. Here we go. What's the plot to the original Simpsons movie?
The town of Springfield is put under a giant bubble by the president
because of EPA.
because of EPA,
they have
polluted. Homer
polluted,
polluted.
which also has been going on since day one of the Simpsons episodes. They've been polluting, and there's a three-eyed fish, and there's all of that.
I thought everybody's been there. That was a story.
Yeah,
throughout
but
Simpsons.
it's the town
like-
of
But this was
Springfield has become so inhabitable. Like they cannot live there anymore.
And then they were gonna blow up the city. Remember?
Mm-hmm. They were going to blow up the city, and it's because of everything. Well, that all the citizens do, but they escaped through a sinkhole
That Maggie found.
that Maggie found. That
They
Homer
moved
was
to
supposed to.
Alaska.
Yeah, they moved to Alaska. They get $1,000 for moving to Alaska. I mean, come on, what are we talking about here? It's so good.
They gave us the iconic
wasn't-
quote. This is the worst day of my life. The worst day of your life so
So
far.
It's great.
I
I mean,
like
who
the,
cares? I don't care. You know what I mean? I don't care. Make a million movies. There's so many animated movies or animated shows with like 1,000 movies. Like, keep it going. I'm talking about anime, I guess.
I think they're going towards. They're just looking for something to get a new ride out of.
Reamp.
I think they're gonna.
You know, they're trying to revitalize.
yeah.
They're trying to get people back on board. Wake us up. I haven't been watching the new episodes whatsoever.
They still do Treehouse of Horrors.
I know, and I've watched those.
Yeah,
To be fair, but
I've seen a few of the new episodes.
yeah, but when they made that last movie, I was like, oh man, I love The Simpsons. Forgot how much I love The Simpsons. And
Yeah,
then I
maybe
started watching
it'll-
the show again.
There
That's
you
what they
go.
want.
Yeah,
That's what
maybe
they want.
It's gonna bring the interest back. to
Yeah,
The
but also
Simpsons.
just keep going, brother. It's a good show. Who cares? Just let them live. Why?
Just let them do. Why do we gotta? Yeah, why do we gotta end?
Why
it?
do you got to be mad about The Simpsons?
I don't know.
There's so many things to be mad about. The Simpsons are amazing. Who cares if they're going for a fucking 100 seasons and 50 movies? I don't care. Please, yes, yes. Thank you.
you know
I
what,
want
Diddy?
more forever.
That's a fair point.
Exactly.
That's-
There's horrible things
Fair
happening in the world. Give me
can't-
more Simpsons.
You know, the more I think about it, I think you're right. Actually,
Exactly.
Hooray! A sequel, Simpsons sequel. Look, I talked about why this is not an exclusive shirt. You can buy this shirt at any haunted house
Why are you saying that?
because you can buy this shirt at any haunted
Oh,
house.
so Chanel's upset that Pablo
You
cut
can.
off the
This
sleeve.
is a.
Oh, you could have. Well, Chanel, I said the same thing. I was like, okay, hey, Chanel. Chanel's in the chat.
um,
But and then he had disillusioned me saying that you can buy it anywhere.
Yeah, I can order these shirts from like as a reseller and just put my logo on the back of it.
Oh,
You can put a Deep Bridges Nerdcast logo.
I
on
don't
it.
like that. Anyways, The
It doesn't make
Simpsons.
it any less cool of a shirt. Anyways, Superman was HBO Max's biggest movie debut since Barbie with 13 million views.
Chanel said where?
We'll talk after.
Drop the link.
I'm not gonna
Out your source.
I'm not gonna out my source. No, drop the link. I think you can find just look it up. Wish You Were Here horror shirt. Superman isn't just HBO Max's biggest movie launch since Barbie. It caused streaming for all things Superman, including Zack Snyder's Man of Steel, to spike. Apparently, this is according to IGN.com. I don't always like quoting IGN because there's some clickbaity mamma jammas. Superman got off to a flyer on HBO Max. That's so stupid. Why would you even write that? With a whopping 13 million views in 10 days. According to Variety. I'm just gonna go to the Variety article. Now, all right, I'm already this deep into the IGN article. That makes the DC Universe's Kickstarter the biggest HBO Max movie to launch since 2023's blockbuster Barbie. James Gunn's movie launched the HBO Max on launched on HBO Max on September 19th, and Warner Brothers said it sparked a renewed interest in all things Superman. The Christopher Reeve story, for example, saw a 670% increase in streaming week on week. The 1978 The Superman movie, or the Superman the movie, sorry. The first four of the Christopher Reeves film saw 155%. Superman Returns by Bryan Singer in 2006 saw 120% rise. Zack Snyder's 2013 DCU opener, Man of Steel, saw a 40% jump. Crazy. Rightfully so. Superman, in my opinion, it came out to streaming too early. I feel like it could have still made money in the box office, but I think James Gunn was like, hey, you guys need to see this before you watch Peacemaker season 2. Which is fair, because what we got from Peacemaker season 2, God, Peacemaker's so good. It is so good.
So good.
You guys really, you're sleeping on Peacemaker right now.
We know. We know.
No, you don't know. You're sleeping on it heavily.
Don't
go binge. You could have watched all the 7 Scream movies.
Yeah, 6.
Yeah, 6 Scream movies. You saw the Superman movie.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, which I have on VHS now, by the way. Shout out to Katie Video on that one. No, awesome. Shout out to James Gunn. Also, shout out to James Gunn for not being like so. Numbers, yeah, okay, they're gonna be good. The movie's gonna already made its money back. It's gonna continue to pay dividends. I need to order the Steelbook Blu-ray because physical media. I'm gonna. Hey, dude.
All right. All right.
He's got his people. He's got his way.
Yeah.
Come on, brother. I did sell out.
Don't insult the man.
But that's crazy.
It's sold out. Yeah, dude, a lot of steelbooks have been selling out. A lot of people are back into the physical media. It's great.
We should not stop buying physical media, folks.
Did we stop talking about The Simpsons? Because I feel like I want to crash out more.
On The Simpsons, yeah, more Simpsons, please. Damn it!
No, me and Ty just want to quote it for another like 10 minutes.
We have a Simpsons quote somewhere. Yeah,
it'll happen to you.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the news and stuff. Well, actually, we should get to the end stuff portion. Me and Diddy did something after LA Comic Con.
Oh.
We were at and I need to pull a picture because why would I pull an image of this? We went to the Frida Cinema and we had the first ever Deeper Issues DINC video officially went live. Skynet went live, folks. We had a VHS store pop-up that's a perfect transition time in talking about physical media. We want to bring physical media back to you. We had a really dope time at the Frida Cinema, Art House Theater in Santa Ana, California. If you've never been to the Frida, amazing. They were doing at the end of the night a 16 millimeter print of Phantasms. In the middle of the day, they had a screening for Nacho Libre, where some great fans dressed up, showing off their fandom for Nacho. As well as that morning, the reason why we were there as a VHS pop-up is because they screened a documentary titled Video Heaven, which is about like the cultural impact, life and death of the video store, its impact on society, why why it worked, how it worked for as long, and why it stopped working at some point.
3 hours long.
3
and
hours
a
long.
Q&A afterwards from the director.
Look, I popped
And
in and out.
Full.
Yeah, I popped in and out. It seemed pretty interesting. And I think the other vendor that was there, Play It By Fear, was talking about, he's like, it was good. It was long, but easily could be like a 4-part or 2-part docuseries, more than
Yeah.
likely.
Yeah, if they decide to stream it, they could break it up.
Absolutely. Because there was
100%.
chapters in it.
But I'm saying the theater was packed full. So like
Yeah, great.
people want to know about the stuff. They want to they love physical media.
Physical media is back.
Yeah. So it was very cool to see that theater full.
It was cool. It was also cool seeing, I guess getting boots on the ground, and seeing that people do still appreciate physical media. Because once I think Amazon's tied up in that lawsuit. I may have tapped on this before, but truth is like I'm guilty of it. I buy things digitally, but physical media is important. At some point, look, what if the internet goes out? You still have your Blu-ray player, your DVD player. There are things on VHS that have never moved over to DVD, that have never moved over to Blu-ray, that exist solely in that format still.
Mm-hmm.
And you can find it at DINC Video. No,
yeah,
it was cool.
Really. And we met other collectors. We met collectors that had so much stuff.
Yeah.
And it was just really cool to talk to people that shared that passion.
Absolutely. VHS it's the vinyl record of film. There's
100%.
There's a lot of really good stuff still in existence. We have our next event on October 11th at the Old Town Vintage Market at Chapman Crafted Brewery. I want to say from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. I just got a new kind of batch of very obscure horror, sci-fi, erotic thrillers. Because some of those erotic thrillers, once more, they were like Cinemax films and they were like horror movies and whatnot, but they were never moved over into another format. So they solely live and exist in that format alone. In VHS, we have VCRs. We're going to have a bunch of cool little nostalgic extras and whatnot. So if you want to come see us in person, if you want to see that sign behind Ty in person, that wonderful Deeper Issues Nerdcast neon, myself and Diddy, we were just like a couple of video store clerks that day, weren't we?
I was sick.
Yeah, we're like,
I felt like I worked at a movie theater and also like a video store.
Yeah.
And I was like, dang, I missed my calling, but now no, I didn't, because we're doing it now.
This is it. We're living the dream right there. Although shout out to the Frida, because everybody that worked there, is super cool.
So cool.
That's if you're a film buff, there's a community of film buffs there and people that want to talk film.
In Santa Ana, California.
Yeah. I can't.
It is a independent theater. They have volunteers.
It's a nonprofit.
So donate, keep it alive. Buy their merch. I have great merch. I bought merch.
Yeah.
I came back in with a bag. Pablo was like, what the hell?
Diddy was very fiscally responsible all weekend, I would say.
I was a maniac. But I had a good time. And I have a lot of new stuff. And you know what? Also, I helped them with their alcohol sales. So
boom.
Oh yeah.
She did buy alcohol. But we have another account
like
though.
2 beers.
Check us out at DINC Video. So what's funny is it's at DINC and people are like, what's DINC stand for? It's like Deeper Issues Nerdcast.
Yeah,
You
obviously.
dink.
Obviously.
So, but it's not. But and I had to look up. I'm like, is there any negative connotation to the word dink? And what I found out, so dink either with a K or with a C, it could be dual income, no children, or dual income, no kids. So I was like, okay, that's not that bad, right? And then there's another term about getting dinked, which is when you get tricked by an attractive person to sleep with them.
Oh.
And that's it.
Dinked ya.
Yeah, you got dinked, and you're like, and there, I think the Urban Dictionary was like, last night I got dinked, and I think I liked it, or whatever. So it's usually, you get dinked. So I was like, I guess
than the words you taught me.
Yeah, that's I'm haunted. I'm haunted. Oh
No.
Don't say it. Don't swear.
Is that what we're talking about? Blumpkin? Are we talking about Blumpkin? Is Blumpkin the word I taught you?
Oh.
Look, come on October 11th. I'll be there. I think
Red.
maybe Diddy will be there.
Yeah,
maybe Tyan or Jared will be. Jared, I think you're gonna be in the area already, anyways, brother.
Yeah.
You're gonna come hang out at our video store. Or what?
You have to. It's so much fun.
I might go crazy that day and do another pop up that night, but more details will come on that. Follow us at
I'll be at the first one.
Hey, look, and check this out. I've been workshopping this, And when you think about VHSs, think Dink.
Wow.
Damn.
That's great.
We're workshopping.
Today's haul.
I'll show you. I'm workshopping some cool logo stuff too. Look,
Well, we're gonna buy me first.
you're like think Dink.
No, I like it. I was into it.
Can I show?
Dink.
I have to show you this. Hold on. I'm not going to show it to the camera, but this is, I think, where I'm headed with this.
I love it. No notes.
Wow.
100%.
Okay.
Yeah, look, we'll debut this. What I have going on here at
Damn.
some point, but let's say it's iconic to if you're a
Make
fan of
us
VHS.
a sticker first.
I don't know. This is kind of a badass sticker, though.
I mean, that is us.
Yeah, we're Dink.
Yeah.
That is us.
That is us.
Think Dink.
Yeah.
Thanks, baby. I'm into it. I like it.
We went to LA Comic Con once more because this is all we're talking about. And we did run into a bunch of creators. We ran into a bunch of really creative people. So you normally would talk about new #1 comics, prior knowledge or insight to people enjoy. And we will talk about those as well. But we do also get a bunch of other things from very creative people. Ty is a heavy advocate for Artist Alley.
100%.
And LA Comic Con had a separate floor for Artist Alley.
So yeah, it's crazy because I learned about this. I was like, why did they move you guys down to basically the parking garage? And they said they're redoing part of the convention center for the Olympics. So that whole area is under redesign, reconstruction. So that's why they were moved to sadly, the bottom level into Ketina Hall.
I'll tell you, I don't know, like I said, as a vendor, but I thought it was cool that they just had their own isolated space. I don't know.
They
if
didn't
the
tell
foot
anybody.
traffic was there.
Right, the advertisement wasn't. I think that was more on like the social media thing, like kind of like what you were saying about the panel.
Shout out to LA Comic Con, by the way. Thank you for having us and the Deeper Issues Nerdcast crew there. We thoroughly enjoyed ourselves and have a bunch of great content around LA Comic Con coming that way, including highlighting creators of Artist Alley. But sorry, go ahead.
No, and I think
we made it down there.
We made it. We knew where to go because that's something that we were passionate about, looking for, and a lot of the vendors that we're friends with made their own videos highlighting, hey, don't forget to look for us. We're actually down these set of escalators, and it wasn't far. Like I know it was under the basement and wasn't ideal, but I did talk to some of my friends on Saturday, and they were like, yeah, today was nuts. Like.
Okay, so Saturday they had a good day.
Yeah, Saturday.
So people made their way down there.
Yeah.
People found it.
People finally found it. Yeah,
that's great.
Yeah, it was great.
I think Friday was slow in general, even on the main floor, from what I saw. It wasn't like LA Comic Con's unique in that sense. And like Friday they open at 1, and like
later.
Your LA traffic, they just assume people are not.
But that's also WonderCon because most people work on Fridays. They want to save their money and energy for the people they're going to be meeting on Saturday or Sunday, the bigger days. And I mean, that's notoriously why
Friday feels like their preview night.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or our shopping day.
Yeah.
We be shopping.
We shopped.
We shopped.
We done shopped. All right. So we got some stuff.
Hey,
though.
throw my Venmo down at the bottom and pull a Ketsia.
Yeah. We need to recover.
I will never financially recover from this.
Look, but if you come down to DINC video on October 11th, maybe we will. All right. We're trying to sell you tapes.
You will.
We're going for it. We'll all benefit from there, guys. Don't worry.
We'll be there.
Diddy, what did you? Let's show us some of the things that you got and who did you get them from? You got a lot of stuff. Diddy was very fiscal, like I said, fiscally responsible. I don't think you can go through all of it, but give us the highlights.
Hold on.
Give us your top three.
Top three.
Give us your top three, Diddy.
All right. Well,
or you can, if you can power through them, power through them.
No, I couldn't possibly because I haven't even looked at everything yet that I bought. So I don't even know.
Gosh.
Some of it's going to be a surprise to me. I will say that we met, Ty gave me her card, but we followed her on.
She follows us too.
And we were so charmed. Original Zen Collective.
Yeah.
And so she makes like She does a lot, but she did some like cement sculptures with dried flowers, and they're fake flowers, but
like
they
dried flowers.
but they look real. And so they're not those like fakey
Dang, thanks for
looking.
coloring her out like that.
No, we
Just
talked
kidding.
about it. That's what I'm saying.
Show us the sculpture
And
already.
no, I'm gonna no. And she
This is
also
too much ado.
listen, and she also made these flowers out of books, like the pages of the books.
Gets recycled books.
Yes.
Uses the pages to make flowers.
So she calls this one the body yaddy yaddy.
That's
Incredible.
cool.
You know your girl how to buy it. Look at it.
Dang,
Look.
that is a body yaddy yaddy.
Damn.
Yeah.
The flowers are actually Little Women from
The book.
The book, yeah.
I
It's
have
beautiful.
2 copies of that on VHS. There's like
So-
2 different versions.
So
Little Women is the flowers, right?
yeah.
Not literal Little Women, just
She didn't
the
make them out of
book
Little
Women.
Women.
Literal little women.
You know,
The flowers are made of literal Little Women.
I want to take that back about the not all real flowers, because there's one it looks so real and it feels real, but it is fake. She told me,
It's real.
but
to
I
me,
feel
damn it.
like some of these like sprigs might be real dried, and that could be real. Anyway, and then this is actually a little same lady, and it's a Stephen King novel. Oh, it's It. She told me it wasn't It. Hey, original is in collective. You told me it wasn't It,
and
but-
it's it.
and it's It. But
Dang
it's a
it.
little ghost.
It's the
and
most homophobic part of the book, too. Damn it!
She promised me it was not.
She
But-
promised you it wasn't the homophobic part of it.
No, but it's amazing. She actually sculpted this with air dry clay,
That's cool.
and then she makes these flowers, and it's dried flowers inside. And then this,
Didn't y'all have like a skull thing or something too?
and then
Wasn't it?
she did this with cement. I mean, come on,
I thought-
come on,
That's a body yaddy yaddy.
a body yaddy yaddy. And we loved her. She was amazing. She was great, and she charmed us. And she's also a saleswoman, and she was also very amazing. And I
And
would,
dude's like,
I was like, take all my
$752.
money. Well, you're not off. No, I'm just kidding. This was not.
How much was
$700.
that?
I think she was 50,
Okay.
and then the little ghost was like 20 or like
18.
18.
Yeah.
Ty bought me the little ghost,
There you go.
and then I bought this. I was like, I'll be back tomorrow for that. And she's like, no, you won't. And I was like, you're right. I'll get it now. You know.
Yeah.
So
All right, what else we got?
another one of our favorite vendors, and I didn't get their card, but their paperclip.
Yeah, I think they're social. Are you throwing to me on that one?
No, because yeah.
Oh, because we both got. So we got. All right, go for
Well,
it.
no, that's all. Like, I want you to show that.
I think their handle is like _ paperclip 5 _ I could be wrong. Oh my gosh, let me make sure I'm getting this right.
Some of these people I got cards for, but they're at the bottom of the bag, and I don't know which goes with which because I got like 1,000 cards down there.
yeah, _ paperclip 5 _ hopefully drawing artist. I basically do everything. Check out my art. Shoot me for DM. So it's Artspike Ink Store.etsy.com.
Yeah, so you'll show what you got from her, but just real quick.
Well, we got it from her. Yeah,
Well, we got it.
we got stuff.
But what I'll show from her just real quick before I go into the rest of this haul, because these are the people's names that I know, is that she did my little catchphrase.
You got to tilt it down.
Take it out of the bag.
There you go. yeah.
100%. You're right.
Yep.
I think this is recycled paper. I said
That's what
she
it is.
made
Like,
it.
I feel like she made her own paper. I'm like,
I said
don't
she
know.
made
feel
it,
like this
but
is
I
just-
don't know. But I didn't ask either. So
There
but-
it is. No, because
I feel like I need to go closer. But yeah, no, because I'm pissed.
I really do feel like I wish you would have gotten. Listen, don't piss me off.
I know, because I went back the next day and
Should've
got you're gonna look at me and you're gonna tell me that I'm wrong. And I should have got listen, don't piss me off too. Because it's my catchphrase. So we love it. And she was so great. She did our little caricatures of us, and
Yeah, these are the caricatures. So
Everybody on
She-
Dink.
She did. Yeah.
All the
This is
dinks.
these are the dink heads, the OG dink heads. I got Diddy, got some Ty, and then in wanted posters. Look at Jared right there. Looks just like him.
That's crazy.
It's a
That's crazy. Wow. Crazy.
Here we got Tommy Jeff here. He's not here, but we did get Tommy Jeff. We got Ketsia, and then come on, this has to be the best one. I think that she even asked me. She was like, should I smile? Should I not? She's like, well, are you happy to be on a wanted poster? And I was like, yeah, I just always wanted to be wanted. So it was,
Wow.
why wouldn't I want that?
I
So-
told her to make me look manic, and she just did a little glint in my eye. And I was like, "You nailed it." Yeah. So we loved them. I also got just a bunch of stuff, like random stuff. I got this little hanging plant.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know.
Crocheted hanging plant.
And she modeled them after real plants.
Did you get
And
Chanel art?
yeah, I gave her hers.
Okay, I was about to say,
No, because I was like, I got you a present. And she was like, I know what it is. I'm so excited. And I was like, how do you know what it is? What is it? And she was like, oh, wanted poster. I was like, oh no. I was like, no.
Nope, I did
I was
not
like,
get
I
you
got
that.
you this. And she's like, thanks, I love it. But we do love it. It's
Sure.
recycled yarn, and they're all modeled after real plants. I don't know her name. I have a million cards at the bottom of the thing, but
Show us the art. Show
maybe-
us the art. What's the art about? That's the print right there. Oh, of course you got the crocheted possum.
I did. It's me.
What's the print?
What print?
The
Where?
print in the back.
Oh, okay.
The
What's in
galaxy.
the bag?
This is cool.
Listen, this is by, they're called Ultra Far Out. Dope stuff from deep space. And I saw it. They use they print with like using the sun. So they use like bleach and colors, and then they put it out in the sun, and it like dyes the paper or something.
Ooh.
I don't know. I was very into it. And it's not, what I liked about it too is that it was just like straight up art, and it wasn't anything like from anything. It was just like
It was an original piece.
it was an original piece, and I really loved it. And it's signed and embossed, and we loved it. I got it. It's called Space Hero.
And I got it. That looks really cool.
Hey, I want it.
It's
I see
beautiful.
it. I want it. I got it. Whatever the thing is. That's how I was that day. Literally, I was like, throw it in the bag.
Yeah, you're out of control.
Yeah, I know. I know.
But look, the reason too though is like, hey, it's we're supported. This is what we do. We highlight artists, creatives, creators, cons, and this is where you connect with those other artists once more. So
I mean,
I don't know.
it's crazy. I did pick up this comic book.
That's right. You forgot about that.
I know. I bought a shirt from him too.
Oh, that was yeah. What's that comic book?
It's called The Adventures of Spooky Babes
There you go.
by Salt Cat Comics. I'm not sure. I haven't even opened it. I'm not sure who the writer. I met the writer. He was on the horror level.
Yeah, I was like, Diddy, you should interview him. She's like, my voice is gone.
Yeah, I sound like one of the sisters from the Simpsons. I don't know.
Yeah.
I
Patty
lost
and
my
Selma.
voice.
Would you be Patty and or Selma? Which one would you be? Yeah, this is Spooky
Which one's the
Babes.
gay one?
Yeah.
Both.
No,
No.
one's straight
One's-
and one's gay. A gay. Okay, yeah. This is actually such a beautiful comic, and I met this guy. He was great, and he had so much merch. Salt Cat Comics presents The Adventures of Spooky Babes. But am I dumb? I can't see.
Yes.
Thank you.
Oh,
So-
Chad Design. Salt Cat Apparel. I'm not sure. But anyways, this is it.
just Chad. He's like Madonna.
Yeah.
nice.
That does look dope. Spooky Babes.
It was so cool, and he had so much merch, and this is his #1 issue, and I think he has like 3 issues or something, and he's doing a trade, and it was very cool.
I'm all about it. Yeah, no, it's magazine style, like in magazine shape. It kind of is giving me like heavy metal vibes, but just a lot more like horror based, not as weird science fiction-y based. It is beautiful black and white artwork. A lot of text in this, but yeah, it's freaking wonderful. we're gonna have to deep dive into Spooky Babes a little bit more.
So first thing I did, I walked into Comic-Con. I saw his booth. I bought a shirt and that comic book right off the bat.
Diddy was like, I like
40
Spooky
bucks.
Babes.
Spooky Babes, say less.
Here's-
And I bought a shirt and the comic book, all about it. And then it was the beginning of the end for me. And I just spent all my money.
Oh, so they're based out of Salt Lake City, Utah. Salt Cat, Salt Lake City, Utah, 2025.
Oh, they
The
chose
Adventures
to.
of Spooky
Makes
Babes.
perfect sense.
Wonder if they have a big team because FanX in Salt Lake City was also this weekend.
Maybe. And then there was the Haunted Mummy Forest is this issue.
Ooh.
And then you can find them, at Salt Cat Apparel and at Chad.designs. Saltcat.com. Cat with a K, by the way, because they're rebellious that way.
Ooh.
Anyways, Ty, what did you get? What do you got? What do you got, dude?
I also spent a really lot of money.
I think I win. I don't know.
It's not a competition I want to win.
No, I'm just kidding. I don't want to win.
Yeah.
Can someone loan me $1,000?
Yeah.
What?
Can someone loan me
Is that how
some
much it
money?
was?
No.
No. Oh, maybe.
Yeah, it was.
No.
I'll go
No.
really quick. Whenever I go to Comic-Con, I always try to support my I feel like they're like friends of the show. They're like their family of the show. Like Padawan Pins, they were like my first friend I made at a Comic-Con. So I always try to support them. They just got new business cards, so she gave me a few. I didn't bring everything with me because I left some of it at home, but I did get the Kindness is Punk Rock bumper sticker.
Yeah,
Hell
I got a pin from that as well.
Yeah, we got a pins. Padawan Pins does do a plethora of Scream stuff. I did get Diddy a horror VHS tape sticker. I do have the Ghostface pin. I have a lot of pins from Padawan
So
Pins.
shout out to Padawan Pins.
Shout out
They're
to
awesome.
Padawan Pins.
They're at a lot of these events, and are they?
Yeah.
Did they? are
LA
they-
based.
Yeah.
They're LA based. They do a lot of cool Star Wars stuff, and they actually just had. I think you could still pre-order. They have a different pins for different charities as well. I did get my favorite. This is the Shin Hati and the little speeder that the actress
Ooh.
famously rode. And then I do have, if you guys watch Andor, it says, of course, I support immigrants. I have friends everywhere, which is part of the show. Our last day on Sunday ran into the fine folks at Rad Artisan. That's their business card.
Boom.
We'll tag them below. What was cool about this, I was telling Diddy, they had this really cool screen print of the Beast and from Over the Garden Wall. And that's what kind of drew my attention. I struck a conversation with these fine folks, and I noticed some stickers. I'm going to save the best one for last, but do have the Hatbox Ghost.
Nice.
For Gravity Fall fans, I did get Bill Cipher. It's a little glitchy version. They did have a foil one. And what's special about the sticker is that they said you are only the second person out of this entire con to buy this. Because I'm the only one that appreciates this ride. It says definitely not our dino from the dinosaur ride at Animal Kingdom
I
in
love that.
Florida. Well, none of my friends, not you guys, my other friends don't like this ride. I love this ride.
It's a great ride. It's
It's
what
a
they
great
based
ride.
the Indiana Jones. It's like the same ride system
Thank
as
you.
Indiana
Thank
Jones
you,
here.
Pablo.
Yeah, it's good.
I've
Yes.
never.
It's
been
just
there.
really fucking dark.
It's just really dark. Yes,
It's like I
will
wish
say
they would
that.
just light the dinosaurs up a little bit more.
Oh, I thought you meant in Stark, like scary.
No.
No.
Like into it.
Spooky.
No.
No,
As
like
in it's just dark.
I was actually I couldn't really
I couldn't
see a
see
whole
it.
lot. I couldn't see a whole lot, but definitely not our dino. Definitely the coolest, one of the cooler stickers I got this weekend. I love all my stickers. I'll let you share this because I know you also got one.
Yeah, that's
No,
the
you
good
sh-
one. That's
you
the
should
best thing.
share it
there.
because of the.
This is a car
art that you got
freshener.
with it, too.
Okay.
I regret not getting this because I
I
spotted this
know.
out first.
Did you?
Yeah.
You did.
The
I did.
scented
It was
thing?
The
right
scented.
next to
Whoever
paper
getting-
clips.
Yeah.
I've supported them before. Funny enough, at WonderCon, I got if you remember the SpongeBob episode where he's the hall monitor. I do have the Maniac poster in my room, but I did get from Goobers Only the Patrick Star
Peach.
Peach
Peach
air
scented.
freshener.
Hell yeah.
You guys want to open it? You guys want to smell it?
He's
Kind
thick
of
with two
now.
Cs. No, don't open it yet.
No, save it for your car.
Save
Yeah,
it.
you gotta
for your
save that.
No, because
car,
once
dude.
you open it, they got like
releases
10.
it.
They
Yeah.
got 10 seconds.
Also,
And then they
It's
don't-
also
not like 10 seconds.
your car smells awful. I'm
Thank
just
you.
kidding. Yeah, I'm just joking.
I have a vanilla one in there right now.
No, I'm just joking. All right.
It's a tombstone. We all supported Bats. I'm sorry, Bat in Your Bell Fry, art by
Did you-
Michelle Prebish. Prebish.
We butcher names. It's
I'm
fine.
so sorry.
Did you bring your?
I
bolo tie?
didn't. That was the
Damn.
one thing I didn't bring, but we did get the Halloween Forever Fascism Never sticker.
Love that.
Yeet.
We all got a different print. That's Jared's print.
Nice.
Oh, I have my print and my sticker in here.
Yes. Want to get it?
Kind of.
Okay.
I
I got the
it's very-
Nosferatu print. We did the whole. That's what's cool about going to cons with other people, is you get to do like the deals. It's like buy one get one, or like the buy two get three free.
Nice.
Probably the last thing I'll talk about. One of my favorite things is this zine, Lunch Money Volume Number 1, art by Elaine Page.
Nice.
You can follow them. They are a storyboard artist, and I just happened to run into them, and I just thought this cover was really funny. And they kind of told me about their art, their process. Jared and I also got some stickers from them as well. Just message them on Instagram. They are the kindest human, the kindest souls I've ever met. So go check them out. Yeah, Jared.
And then, well, you did. Well, we have a Pops card. You got a Pops card.
I
book.
do have Pop Scar.
And we're gonna release a video. I have a whole interview. We finally met Pat O'Malley of Pop Scars, and even he had a cosplayer at his booth, and he was kind enough. I bought a Pinky action figure as well as
the LA. exclusive
yeah,
cover.
like he gave us the
Oh,
LA
wow.
exclusive. I bought the action figure, but he gave us the LA exclusive variant, and he also gave us that signed copy. But watch our video either today or tomorrow. I've just been exhausted and trying to get this whole VHS pop-up thing going, but Pop Scars is our next video that we're gonna have an interview out with.
Yeah, definitely
Pat O'Malley.
tomorrow, because today's almost tomorrow right now. It's
Yeah, I know,
11:14.
right? At least at this point.
Oh,
Jared, what do you got?
So like I told you, it's been a while since I've been to a con, but I think what's really cool is when you go to these different booths, there's just so many obscure references where it's like, oh, I forgot about that. And so my thing is like when I do these things, when I find posters that like remind me of somebody, I'll like, God, I gotta get this poster for whatever. So I bought a bunch of posters. I didn't bring any of them, but I was a lot more frugal than my friends were.
Yeah, we both were. We were.
Yeah, like I love chatting with people.
I think all of our money was allocated to
low key.
alcohol.
I loved. Yeah, listen.
I did both.
I only did the latter.
I did enjoy egging y'all on. That was
You
great.
sure
you
did.
sure did.
Dude, you know what?
Yeah,
Don't piss me
Yeah.
off. I know you did that.
you
You literally were like, yeah,
Yeah.
you have to get that. You have to
should get it. Like, look at the deal.
Dude.
Oh,
Jared does it so like cool and sly too, or it's just like just very nonchalant. I was like, yeah, absolutely, you should get that thing. And you're like, yeah, I should get that.
100%.
get it. Yeah.
No, because I
He
said
did that.
I'm evil.
I said no. I said no to him because he's like, well, Ty, look, there's 3 of us. Buy 2 get 1 free. I'm like, I don't need one.
It's not about
I
the meat,
almost
we're
bought-
supporting.
I almost bought
Crazy.
2 of that poster so that I
Yeah.
could get one free.
It's-
You are devious.
Yes.
I bought
I-
the possum because you were like, you need
Oh
it.
my god.
Well,
Yeah,
you did
no,
need it.
I did.
but you did
you're
need
right.
that possum though.
I
yeah.
did.
So
need
there
it.
was a booth that straight up we would have totally not seen, but I saw it and I was like, hey, you should look
You're
at
like,
these. Oh
"Diddy,
my
look at
god,
this."
these are so cute. So
Yeah.
she went, like it was a booth that we weren't even gonna see. Anyways,
But I caught onto your game the second day
yeah.
because I was sleep deprived and I was like, no,
Oh,
stop.
yeah.
Stop it. I
And
know
then
what
just
you're
so
doing.
many humans.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
a lot. That was an exhausting.
But I was like, I know.
And
what
your
you're
bank
doing.
account was already like.
Yeah, I was like, I can't spend any more money. I know
So-
what you're doing.
my shopping day was the last day. So Ty and I were walking around, just kind of check out like Artist Alley and stuff. And I remember seeing it the first day, but this guy has like a 4-foot statue of what caught my eyes. It looks kind of like Tia Dalma from Pirates, but she's sitting on a throne of skulls and her feet are a giant like snake tail.
You bought that?
No, dude, I should have asked if it was for
How much?
sale. How much for the statue? No, but he had one left of his 3 issues of this comic called Gorgon. Is J Photos.
Oh wow.
Yeah, dude.
I like the art alone, and again the
It's
like
beautiful.
the aesthetic. I was like, this is incredible. I haven't gotten a chance to read it yet. Based on the description, it kind of sounds a little like, you know, there's drug cartels. They're all kind of addicted to whatever this like crystal sorcery This is like mythology meets like Breaking Bad.
Ooh.
That's
It's kinda like
that's the best pitch, bro.
Ooh.
yeah, it's like
Ooh.
so it seems really cool. One of the things I was keeping my eye out though for the whole con was there's a new anime on Crunchyroll called Gachiakura that
yeah.
I wanted to see if anyone knew what this was, if there was going to be a reference to anything. I saw one poster, I went straight over and bought it, and then I actually bought my first manga ever.
Which is crazy to think about.
Ever, yeah. And it's the first book of Gachiakura.
If you haven't watched The Simpsons, you haven't bought an anime.
He's like a baby.
Hey, listen, there's certain realms that I'm just newer
You
to.
haven't bought a
you know?
manga. I'm sorry,
Listen,
yeah. Manga. They're
But,
read in the opposite direction, by the way, in case.
I learned that when I opened it. Yeah.
Oh.
Lastly, so I was more frugal, and I was like there once more to try to just.
You know, don't keep telling me how frugal you were. Okay?
I had to
Hey.
be. Once more, I allocated my money towards booze like a responsible adult.
I did both. Like I said, can you loan me money?
Yeah. Hey, this VHS pop up there. If you guys come down to the Chapman Crafted
I was at the
for
first
the Old
one.
Town, look, we need to make money around here.
Bro. Thanks
Uh,
for that $5 pizza.
That pizza, you got a pizza and booze out of it. I think I bought you.
I bought the booze.
I bought a drink at some point.
No.
I reimbursed you for your booze.
Oh no, sir.
Yes, I did.
Oh, you gave me $20 for the pizza.
No, but I gave you $20 for the booze earlier too.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, you got a total of $40.
Mm-mm.
I said you shouldn't be buying your own drinks. I gave you a 20.
Pablo, no.
While you were at the concession stand, you said, "Woo, $20!" Right
Oh,
there.
you Venmo me 20. You're right.
And
Right.
I Venmo you that. I gave you $20 cash and then Venmo.
Hey,
you.
yeah. You're right. He's right.
Dang, what over here making me seem like I'm some sort of slumlord or something?
Oh no. I wasn't saying that. I was just saying no, you didn't. But he's right. He's right.
I bought two things. I was instantly attracted, and then once more, Jordan Morris. Our interview was up with him. He kind of gives you a pitch on Youth Group. It is a '90s period piece about teenage exorcists. Bowen McCurdy does the artwork. Fantastic. Can't wait to sink my teeth into this. He said, I'm like, what's this book? What's Youth Group about? He goes, Teenage Exorcist. I go, fucking sell me a copy right now, dude. That's
Right
all you
now.
have to say.
Right now.
And
Period.
then I got the stuff of like, oh, it takes place in Orange County in the 90s. Bo McCurdy, and I'm like, I'm so into this. And then I was like, do I want the trade paperback or do I want the hardcover? And I'm like, fuck am I talking? I want the hardcover.
Yeah.
So yeah, I got the hardcover from Jordan Morris. He actually signed it too. Once more, we got a cool little interview with him up. If you want to know a little bit
That's
more about
already
it,
up.
I'll report back. Happy slaying is how he signed it, by the way.
I love it.
And then
And that one's for me. He said that.
we got some pop scars, and once
Yeah.
more, we're going to release our interview with Pat O'Malley. And then the fine folks over at Critical Entertainment are always so cool to us. Gave us this really dope exclusive of the First Americans. Let me see if I have a pulled up kind of synopsis from their website, which yes, I do. So chapter 2, at the end of the Ice Age, 14,000 years ago, on the verge of starvation, a tribe of Paleo Indians traveled from Siberia to North America to hunt an elusive pack of mammoths. But when they failed to hunt down the beast, the tribe members must adapt to their new surroundings before becoming extinct. So this is about the first Americans, literally the Siberians that traveled during the Ice Age across the sea. So if you remember, I don't know, when did you learn this? In like 6th grade, maybe, I'd say.
The movie Ice Age.
The movie is in the 6th grade, they kind of talk about how, like natives were moved into North America. It was because of the frozen lakes. They moved over like in hunt for mammoths. And this one, like, look, the way I'll compare this, actually, I will say this is like, it feels like Apocalypto a little bit, right? But it's set at the end of the Ice Age. It's 52 pages of pure survival storytelling, written by Christopher Rita, illustrated by Tad, and I don't know, I don't want to mispronounce his name, Galusha. The illustration is beautiful. It's lettered by Travis Lanham, which I love the lettering. We got an early release of this. We were lucky enough to get an early release of the Young Americans.
That's where my sister works.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Shout out of the First Americans. And I remember it was before they got a letterer, and I was like, man, this art is beautiful. and I'm so glad they look. Travis Lanham is an amazing letterer. Not a lot of text in this book though. This isn't superheroes. It's Paleo Indians, like I said, 14,000 years ago, crossing to North America, starving, desperate, and on the hunt for mammoths. It is so freaking cool. It's honestly like phenomenal art. It's one of the best examples also too of how comics can just tell a story purely visually. And that's what I love that Critical Entertainment is doing. It's like it's a pure form of that medium. You don't need like this doesn't need to be translated into 1,000 different languages because the visual medium alone tells you the story, and it is fantastic. It's educational, it's cinematic, it's unforgivable, and it made me think. And I have this question: do you guys think you would have survived the Ice Age? Well, maybe, I don't know. How do you think you would have done? Think you would have fared?
I think I'd be like Sid the Sloth. I think I keep making it on accident.
Look, shout out to Critical Entertainment. Find The First Americans. My favorite book, and I think Chris, he knew, he kind of tapped in. He's like, hey, like, I'd love to come on the show. I'm like, we got to talk Space Dragon.
Oh yeah.
Once more though, purest format like of the just like panel by panel storytelling ability. Shout out to Critical Entertainment. Yeah. That's it.
The bird and
Quarrel.
Yeah, that's the coral.
Caca.
Yeah, that's two birds fighting.
When we went to go see them on Sunday, they brought it up again. They're like, we want to see that clip again.
Of the coral?
Yeah, they want us to redo it. And I was like, oh.
Yeah, and you said that I did a caca, but I don't remember.
I don't know what it, but yeah, that's it. There was just one caw, but it was like that was just my instant response because they sent us a box of cool stuff. I think Waz was actually in here with me, and I opened up the thing. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna talk about this on the podcast tonight, and I opened it up. I'm like, is this just a book about two birds fighting? I'm like, please let this be about two birds fighting. And I opened
These
it up,
birds
and I'm
fighting
like,
are fucking.
There's two birds fighting. So good. I got way too excited for it for whatever reason. But check out Critical Entertainment. They got a lot of really great stuff. Go over to their website. Did we miss anything? That's it. We went over. We started late. We went over.
We're still under 2 hours.
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
Well,
we're good.
Chanel, hey, you know what? Give it up for Chanel in the chat.
Yeah, she's hiding true. It may be midnight, which means it would be what? 3 a.m. East Coast time.
No, Chanel is my
3 a.m.
sister,
Central
and
Time.
she lives here down the street from you.
I know, but anybody else? Our fans across the nation.
Oh,
Diddy,
Katie and Mike.
Our fans across the nation have done fallen asleep. All right.
I said shout out for Chanel for being with us.
Thank you, Chanel, for being with us in the chat here.
Yes.
Anything to plug before we wrap it up, y'all?
October 11th, save the day.
October 11th, save the day. We will be at Chapman Crafted for the Old Town Vintage Market. This is going to be our second VHS, our video store pop-up. It's cool. It's if anything, you come take a photo.
It is
like, hey.
so much fun, you guys. Yeah. Like, it is so much fun. If you just want to come and talk about movies.
Yeah, come and just shoot the shit with us. We're down.
It's so fun.
We'll be there surrounded by the things that we love, which is physical media.
And beer.
Absolutely. How can it's a win-win for everybody?
What do you mean?
Actually, now that you think, and then Big Al's Pizza is just across the street.
Oh, what the hell?
Man, and let me tell you, Big Al's Pizza
is the perfect day.
Some of the best pizza I think ever. I don't know if they're gonna have a food vendor, so I shouldn't maybe be just plugging. Look, Big Al's Pizza is pretty good.
You could go there.
And the taco stand.
A lot of things. Beautiful Orange, California.
We're just saying.
Where can we find you on social media, Diddy?
Not that Diddy. On Instagram, live.julian everywhere else, and here on the Deeper Issues cast, I'm Diddy.
That's her.
Why are you pointing at me?
Oh, because I don't know.
No, my button wasn't working. I don't know.
Ty, where can we find you?
Here on the Deeper Issues cast and Ty Photography. We posted more clips, so be on the lookout.
We'll be posting a lot more like Comic-Con clips.
We loved that edit of the vendors.
Oh, that was
so good.
Thank you.
Jared?
Very good.
Thank you.
You can catch me in the pit at a show.
Oh,
bam.
Security.
I also am on Instagram at jrodmcr.
Boom. You can find me here at the Deeper Issues Nerdcast. You can find us. Check out DINC video or Dink. If you want to call it Dink, I don't care. But
we are the Dinks. Dinks,
is-
dinks, dinks, dinks.
It is DINC video. If just to clear up any confusion, I'm not gonna be mad if you say dink video. That's all good, as long as you're saying it. That's all that matters.
It's all
Say with your heart.
Just say it with your heart. Hey, think
Hey.
dink, y'all.
think dink.
Think dink. Yeah, my name is Pablo Romero Estevez. Until next time, be kind, keep reading, keep your mind broad, and may all of your issues be comic books.
Fantasies of God.